Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our CSS training session. Today's topic is CSS priority and comments, which are very important for applying multiple styles to a single element. Let's understand this well today. First, let's talk about CSS priority. When multiple CSS rules are applied to an element, the browser must decide which rule to apply. This is referred to as the cascading order, which is essentially the order of priority. Inline styles have the highest priority. More from our correspondent. Internal and external priorities are lower than inline styles, and the priority between internal and external CSS depends on specificity. The browser default comes in last, so it applies when there are no other styles. Now let's look at an example. We have a heading style from three sources: external CSS, internal CSS, and inline CSS. Let's see what happens. First, I'll copy the external CSS from here and paste it here. Then I'll pick up the internal CSS and the inline style along with the element itself. I'll paste it here. Now let me adjust it a bit, like in the style here. You can see the style being applied here. I have set the color to navy, and here I have set the color to orange. So what is happening here is that the color red, which I have used, is appearing. If I remove the inline style, it defaults to the style attribute of this heading. Now if I remove it, let's see what happens. If I remove this style, the internal CSS will take over and its color will become orange. If I remove the internal CSS from these, the color will then be navy. If I remove all styles, you will see the browser's default color, which is black. This shows how the priority works. Inline first, then internal, then external, and finally the browser's default. Now next is specificity. Specificity tells us which selectors are more powerful. First, inline styles are the strongest, followed by ID selectors, class selectors, and then element selectors. If we have a paragraph with inline style, ID, class, and element selectors, the inline style will be applied first, then the ID selector, the class, and finally the element selector. What I will do is I will copy the example and paste it here in the VS Code editor. Now I will fix whatever issues it has here. But look, now here in HTML inside the head there is a style element. The element has been assigned the color green. The class selector assigns blue, and the ID selector assigns orange. Let's see, the line with the style attribute shows the color red. If I remove the style, like I remove it from this line, now look at the class and ID selectors on the P element. See, the ID with orange is being applied here. Look, the orange color used here is through the special ID that has been given. Now, if I also remove the ID, you will see the blue color from the class selector appearing. If I remove the class, then only the element's color, green, will remain. Now let's discuss CSS comments. To explain CSS or to temporarily disable code, we use comments like this, /* and whatever content is between them, and then */. There will be a comment. It will be disabled and won't be visible in the browser, only in the code editor. I'll copy this and paste it into my code editor. Now see here, look at the P, which is the color red, which applies here. If I comment it out like this using / and *, then what I do here is take the * and /. This way I can make single line comments and use the same syntax for multiple lines. Now I will uncomment it here. See, now the color here will be blue and the margin will be 10 pixels. So here we will have a margin of 10 pixels. I'll also give it a yellow background. See, its background will turn yellow. Now let me comment on this too. If I have to comment on multiple lines, I'll do it from here. If I comment until here, then see, it also will not be applied. Now let me uncomment it. See, the green color on top of it will be applied. I have commented on all the rest, so this is how we can use comments. So, friends, this was about CSS priority and basic understanding of comments. If you want to know anything else, you can ask in the comments. Keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.